Namaste and welcome back. In this video, we will look at Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. So take the right knee, close the knee joint as much as possible, and then bring the right ankle to the base of the left thigh as high as possible. And wrap the right hand around, catch the right big toe, and pull the belly in, lift the chest high, and avoid the tendency to lean forward too early. From this place of lengthening upwards, the left leg is straight. Exhale, fold gracefully forward. Place the left hand on the ground. Inhale here, look up. Exhale, fold forwards. Essentially, you want to fold forward and push the right knee backwards. Use the left hand to help pull the chest towards the legs. You can bend the left elbow, extend the neck, and if possible, place the forehead on the shin. The pelvis is in line over the left leg and the left hip is as much as possible directly over the left heel. So here you want to avoid going forward or backward or towards the left or right too much, just keeping this sense of evenness. Inhale, come up, look forward. Exhale here, micro bend the knee. And inhale, come all the way up. Pull the belly in, lift the chest, and exhale, release. Hands come down, back to Samastitihi. Great. So just looking at this other angle, as you fold forward, you can micro bend the right knee as you fold forward and inhale, lengthen as much as possible. Exhaling down to fold. It's okay to bend the elbow and use the hand on the ground to help pull the chest towards the leg as much as possible. You want to create extension in the neck and place the chin or the forehead touching the legs if possible and really closing the circuit here. Great. And again, when you come up, bend, micro bend the right knee. Inhale, come all the way up. One movement, pulling the chest up and back, release. So taking a look at some of the modifications, and they just have to do with the right knee and the folding forward. So for one, you don't have to take the hand around the knee so deeply if it's not possible to bind. You can just place it as high as possible, not so low. You can place the leg a little bit somewhere in between, and now you can actually just place the hands on the hips here and stay there and breathe. This is the easiest version, no problem at all. Till you feel that your knee opens and your hip joint opens more, you can keep it here and focus on making the lotus bind even higher. So if you can't go beyond, just keep here. Don't worry about folding forward, just focus on the steady breath. But if you can, take it up. And the next variation is when you keep folding forward with both the hands like a forward fold, and either you can just stay here and focus on pressing the left knee back. And the unique feature of this posture is really working on the half lotus here. While we're in the standing position, you can fold forward and you need to keep the hands just like this, that's fine. Otherwise, you can fold in more and try and get the forehead to touch the knee here. Great. Inhale, release, mind the knee, come all the way up and release. Great. So let's look at some of the common mistakes. Ekam inhale, come back to standing position, and it's essentially in the body weight positioning. Whenever you do a forward fold, the tendency is to lean too far forward, and even after your hand comes down, the pelvis sometimes tilts away or is not really grounded on that standing leg. So if your pelvis is too far forward or too far backwards, you will face some difficulty. So to counteract this, really start with the foundation, engage the sole of the foot, pressing evenly through the heel, lift and lengthen, keep the center of gravity as much as possible in the center of the foot so you're not leaning too far forward and you're not pushing too far backwards, and just keep a steady balance and practice here. Again, something that's common is to lock the knee in too much, and this causes knee injuries. So, to prevent that, it's okay to keep a mild bend when you're entering and exiting the posture, and really to be careful with the knee in this posture. And really, refinement in this posture comes from creating this nice flat back, looking ahead of you, angling the pelvis, and opening out the shoulder blade on top. Bend the knee, and then coming up before you release in one smooth movement. Great. If this posture feels inaccessible to you today, that's absolutely normal. Just keep practicing these modifications, and one day you will be able to fold forward completely and touch your knee to your shin. Thank you for watching. Namaste.